Hello one and all, Mickey here, Surviving RNG, and just a really short update video after having been sick for like 2 weeks. Oh god, it might have even been longer than that. I'm sorry to say that there is no XCOM this week. Sorry guys, I figured working overtime to try and get the XCOM episode done would be counterproductive to actually try and start feeling better. So yeah, this week's XCOM episode will be next week, and because I love you guys so much, the following week's XCOM episode will still be that week. So the XCOM episode in 2 weeks time won't be delayed because this episode was pushed back. Also, I thought I'd point out that I'm going to start undoing a lot of the difficulty changes I'd made to XCOM way back when I started the series. Things like reducing the damage by 1 of all of the lower level enemies, because I hated that you could get one shot in full cover with the amount of damage those low level enemies did. But we are well out of early game, so I'm going to undo those changes. I'll let you know in the episode what changes I've undone. I think I also undid things like covering fire for certain enemies that I felt was really unfair, like covering fire on floaters when the only way to see what abilities they've got is to autopsy them. But before you autopsy them, you have to get alien biocybernetics, and before you do that, you have to do several meld researches, as well as like the primary alien anatomy research, which I can't remember what it's called. I figured that was kind of unfair, but considering what stage of the game we're in now, I don't think that really matters. So aliens will be getting back perks I didn't think were fair in the early game. As I said, we're not in the early game anymore, so they're going to be getting them back. Any other changes I make, I'll let you guys know in the episode itself. Beyond that, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I made that little video about how to kill the invading horde in the early game, and it seemed to be really popular, and not to mention I'm really having fun with that game. And although it has a massive introduction, like the tutorial is I think like 6 hours long in total before you've learnt how to do everything that you need to do in the game, I think I will still try to do an Iron Man run of it, and I'll let you guys know how I'm going to do it when I actually start making episodes for it. And lastly, RimWorld will be starting up again. You guys might have seen the episode yesterday about all the new mods I've got installed. I've recorded the first 2 or 3 episodes, I haven't edited yet though, but that series 4 RimWorld will be starting up. If we make it past the first week and then die, I will be switching series, and I'll be heading back to 7 Days to Die. And again, if I last more than 7 days and I die, then I'll be switching to Invisible Ink. And if I make it more than like 4 or 5 missions and I fail, then I'll be switching back to RimWorld. But either way, as I was going to say about 7 Days to Die, if I manage to do a successful run with more variety of zombies in the city and a larger city with an extra difficulty rule being you cannot leave the hub city, if I can beat that run, then I might call it on 7 Days to Die and not do any more series for it. I think at that point the game would have run its course. I'm sure they're going to update the game to Alpha 17 and, I don't know, add a bunch of new features and remove a bunch of features that we found fun but were a little bit overpowered, and also make the game a lot more unstable and buggy and laggy. No doubt they will, but I will keep an eye on it, and who knows, maybe there's enough chance that, I don't know, Alpha 17 might actually be fun. And as for System Shock, we're nearing the end of the game. When / if we can make it, we're going to be heading on to Thief the Dark Project, going through each mission one at a time in impossible difficulty, doing Bronze Man, so if we die we have to start the mission over, and there are some very long missions with a lot of instant death jumping puzzles, as well as hopefully doing 7 Days to Die with Vanguard. That should be happening sometime in the future as well. And of course Stellaris. As for what we're going to be doing, the 4 or 5 of us together after Stellaris, I actually have no idea. Maybe a few one-off PUBGs, who knows. And I have not forgotten about Xenonauts, streaming that. Unfortunately that's going to take quite a bit to set up and also a lot of practice. So for the time being guys, don't hold your breath for that. When I get a chance, I will get to it. But either way guys, that is everything. So thank you very much for listening, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye everyone.